Okay, so today we're going to be learning about docking and launching, and our objective is to become comfortable and confident with safely docking and launching in different wind conditions. So to start off, just going to see what you already know about docking and launching. So for example, say if the wind was coming from here and you were in this boat coming in trying to dock, how would you go about that? So if you want to come up, show me what you think you'd do.
Well, I'd turn the boat into the wind. Does it have sails?
Yeah, you're docking under sail though. So
Oh, I'm docking under sail?
Yeah.
So I think I just come in and, go sort of like that.
Okay. Alright, yeah, that was the right idea to go into the wind. So what you want to do though, since you are docking under sail, you're gonna come in and go past the dock and like swing up. It's called a J dock, so that you're going into irons in front of the dock so that you'll stop right in front of it. Or like you want to do it as you're getting to it so that you stop and then you can grab the dock and tie your boat down. If you came in just like that, your boat would drift into the dock. Well, you'd still be moving and you would just hit the dock, and that'd be bad. So now I'm going to just go over the fundamentals of docking and launching. So first off with docking, as I showed you there, you're docking on the leeward side of the dock, which is really important because if you're on the windward side, you will just drift into the dock, and you don't want that. You won't be able to stop, and you'll smash into it. So first, when you're coming in, you want to identify the leeward side of the dock, and then next you want to get into a position so that you can be in irons. So when you are coming in like that, like imagine the wind is still in the same direction, and you're coming in, you don't want to be approaching the dock like heading straight towards it. You want to make sure that you're either coming in from like an angle like this or straight down like that so that you can safely go up. You're not worrying about like swerving around it. And you also want to make sure that you're already on like the point of sail, that you won't have to jibe across, just because when there's a lot of boats coming in at the same time, it can be kind of dangerous to have boats jibing, so you don't want that. Next, you want to look out for other boats, as I just said, so you don't want to be trying to dock at the same time as another boat, because that can be dangerous, and you don't want to hit other boats, you don't want to mess up the boats. And then you tie up the boat with a figure-8 knot when you safely get to the dock. So I'm going to show you another example of docking with a different wind direction. So say the wind was coming like this. It's the same idea when it's still, the wind is coming like from out of the bay, so you come in the same way, but you'd just be at an angle to get into irons that you slow down. You'd also, I'm not sure if I said it before, but you'd have to let out your sails to reduce as much speed as possible as you're getting to the dock. And one thing that people have trouble with, sometimes they haven't learned with docking, if the wind is coming from this way, and you're coming into dock, if you have been docking at the same dock for like an extended, like you docked there before and the wind has always been coming from out of the bay, they'll still try to do a J dock, but you'll end up, if you do that, you'll be smashing into the dock. So you'll have to tack back and forth to get into the harbor or bay, and then when you actually want to dock, you'll just round up into irons, and you'll slowly and carefully like stop at the dock and tie yourself down. And so with launching, it's the same general idea where you want to just be safe and watch out for other boats. The first step that you want to do when you're launching is check that the boat is rigged properly and that the weight in the boat is distributed well, so that you don't have like everyone on one side of the boat or like people all over the place, people like hanging off the side of the boat, just because, especially when there's a lot of boats leaving the dock at the same time, that can be really dangerous. And once you have checked all that, you just watch out for other boats, and when you're ready, untie the boat and cast off. And you want to make sure that when you're casting off, you're not in irons, because if you do that, you'll just drift backwards. And like, there's often rocks close to docks, so you could drift off in the rocks, mess up the boat, and you're stuck. That's bad. So, say your boat is tied like this at the dock, and the wind is coming from out of the bay again. How do you think you would cast off, knowing that you can't go in irons? You wanna show me?
Can't go in irons?
You don't.
Or don't
Irons
go
is when you're into the wind.
into the
right?
wind, yeah.
So you don't want to be facing
Mhm.
the wind when you go off. So say you have someone, like an
Mhm.
instructor here, that's gonna pull you
Mhm.
to push you off.
Yeah,
How do you think you'd want to be pointing when you leave the dock?
in
You can
that
come up
direction, like just to
Mhm.
keep pointing and not what?
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah?
Yeah, that would be fine.
Sorry.
It would kind of be less ideal because a
Yeah.
lot of the time docks are close to, especially with dinghies like this, you're close to a channel with keel boats and power boats in it. So if you just kind of went straight off, you might go into the channel.
Right.
That can be bad. You don't want that. So probably the best bet would be to have whoever is pulling your boat, casting you off, to go straight up like this, like on the closest to the wind point of sail you can be. Because that way you can already be really close to the wind and you can just tack out of the bay safely. Alright, so that's the, I guess, key concepts behind docking and launching. So now I'll give you another problem here for you to think about. The wind that was coming like this when you had to launch the boat. How do you think you could do that? Do you wanna try it?
What do you think?
If you're not sure, it's fine. I can help you through it.
Well, I'd probably just kind of come out on an angle and have someone help kind of push me off going sort of this way, or I could go kind of up more, but I'd have to have someone help me kind of cast off.
Yep. Yeah, so both those would work if you wanted to either go on it, because you obviously can't go straight
Yeah.
up like this. You could either go like that and then tack back up, or you could, what you probably want to do when you're rigging your boat is push your boom over to the side so that you're already, so that you don't have to tack, because you don't want to be casting off and then tack like while the person is pushing off, because that the boom might hit them, like knock them in the water. So you push your boom across, and then your best bet would probably be, as you said, to go out like that, and then just you can go on and you reach out, and that's good. All right, so that's pretty much it. I'll do is just we'll do a little review. If you want to just tell me what you know about docking and launching. So I want to just throw out ideas. Anyone?
So, excuse me, this is for the docking part.
Either one. Whichever.
So the first thing to do is to find out which way the wind is blowing.
Yeah. So identify the wind direction. What next? Which side of the dock do we want to be docking on?
The leeward side.
The leeward side. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm sure you all knew that. Alright, so what on your approach to the dock do you want to keep in mind? You remember?
Well,
So as you're approaching the dock,
Yeah, like how do you want to position yourself when you're going towards the dock?
So
when
you're- yeah,
when
so that
here
you
coming
go into
back.
iron, so you want to be able to turn so that you're going to go into iron.
Yeah.
Once you've got around the side of the dock you want to be on, turn into the wind and loosen up your sails.
Yeah. Yep, that's right. I can write that down. We all know that. Alright, so what do we need to know about launching?
You don't want to go into irons, so you
Yeah.
have to identify the wind direction again.
Yep. Anything else?
Want to put your boom where you are going to want it for your point of sale, so you don't have to do an immediate tack.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, yeah, I think you guys get it pretty well. That's docking and launching.
Very
They're good.
well. Thank